to SKT. So suddenly, if you ever step up, you're going to be punished as FAKER's jumping on Azir and trying to scale against the Galio.
Here we go. I think this might be the first one of the tournament.
It is.
Don't remember any other Azirs, and FAKER says, well, my LeBlanc was a little bit Let's show you some real plays going back to his Azir. I like that idea. Just Farmer Nogri in the top side, just waiting, getting his gold, and we'll have his own bit of scaling as the game does go along on that Vladimir. It's going to be fun to watch this one. I think this is going to tell us a lot about where these two teams are and how they match up against each other, because first couple of games, you know, you can kind of only get a small feeling for it, but now that we're here in Game 3, and the pressure is really on to try to make it to the next stage, to go up against Griffin. Can't wait to see what they have. And speaking of which, going aggressive already is Teddy and Mata in the bottom lane, getting a nice little trade there against Nuclear.
Don't even need a level 2 when you use the headbutt to get a little bit of a stun against the wall there. It's mid lane.
Oh, FAKER not going to use his cleanse just yet. He waited so long. The flash in from Canyon is going to take another turret shot on the outside, and well, he's getting hungry.
That was a hyphy flash there. That was optimistic, and then is even more fierce than the Void. Azir doesn't feel like a champion. Clip comes from an angle there. But Azir doesn't really feel like a champion until you have Nashor's Tooth. Now it's Nashor's Tooth attack speed plus that huge flat attack speed coming through from the lethal.
Looking to make a statement, going back to his Azir. Excited to see if he can pull it off.
Now at least going to fall back and farm. Like you say, held the cleanse, even though it seemed like he was going to press all his buttons. FAKER famous for always being on point with his cooldowns. Doesn't mean the Canyon's not going to try and return, but I like where FAKER is. He has a little bit of limited information about what's happening on the right side. I believe that's a ghost borrow that's been placed on the entrance there. So happy to back away in that area as Clid himself investigating top side, and Mata's here as well.
Mata's here. It looks like they've read into this. Maybe Canyon walked over that one. Here comes the cleanse, trying to bait him in, and there's the flash from Mata. He's making the super play. Can he get the kill? Yes, he can. First blood given to Mata, making the big roam to the mid lane and getting this lane ahead.
Flash can ult back to lane. Another quirk of Sion is the ability to just use cover great distances twice, very often, teleport, or the ultimate will be enough. So it's not a disaster yet, but except ultimatum available. Canyon's still level 4, but so's Clid, and we know Khan is low.
Breeze getting in there, and here we go. Nice knock up there, though. Oh, man! Mata's here again, too, and so is Clid. Just deciding who are we going to give this kill over to, trying to save Khan, and Clid is going to pick it up. Here we go. Push continues. Teddy doesn't have much mana here, and the Camille is nearby, but look at Clid right on top of it with the Predator. Gonna get on in here. Has to be careful himself, though. He's not the tankiest on that AP Gragas.
Teddy low on mana, but has plenty of items. SKT walk up as a team.
They've kind of snuck on in here, and there you go. They found the Morgana, and she is so dead. Teddy gonna pick that one up on the backside, and
that was a visual bug on our end, we hope. If there's no pause, guys, that just means Spectator is being a little bit funny.
Okay, look at that flash from Teddy. He says, nuh-uh, I'm totally fine. Nice stopwatch, but Mata in a bit of trouble. The flash taunt from FAKER, Khan making his way in, but Clid is going to go down. FAKER gets a 3-man ultimate in the backline. He's the one that wants to win big time now for his team. Khan going to get low, but FAKER still on the chase. Can they take out Hoyt here? That's who they'd want. A double kill now. Goes over to FAKER. He's the big one in the fight.
Not to be outdone by Mata's heroics in the first 15 minutes. Suddenly the playmaker we all know comes back. FAKER gets the flash, the big Emperor's Divide rips open the enemy team, and now the gold lead balloons as the game started to
continue. I was watching that fight as well on the top side. Hoyt pretty much entirely useless on the Morgana, put a black shield. Ultimate did nothing as everybody just ran away from her, and even a binding wasn't able to land. So we'll see if that support can do something compared to Mata, who is 2-0-3 and owning this game so far. So
Also Faker's first game in a while where he has Baron threat. Azir and Lucian delete Baron. And speaking of deletions, they're trying to just kill Khan.
Yeah, Khan in an awkward spot does get the stun there on a canyon and now has the stopwatch, but that's going to be a long one. Doesn't look like they can save him. They're leaving him to himself, and he is going to go down as Khan.
Throw abilities over the wall. Don't really want to try to bounce over and just die for it. So very hard for him to check around this area. He can only really camp in a brush and has to hook shot away. As Faker and Khan say, how about round 2?
Yeah, hook shot away here from Canyon. Needs to get it back up. You see the damage is there. Nice engage from Mana. Faker just poking for now. No big one. They're going to try to combo onto Faker. He is going to try to Emperor's Divine, but it's not enough. He is going to go down. Binding goes wide, but here's Nuguri. He wants to be the big carry. Going into that back line, they're going to get a cow as well, and somehow DAMWON looking to pick up another kill on a Khan who does get away, but they get 2, and now maybe they go out to Baron.
And could this be a comeback here from DAMWON Gaming? Seemed like SKT had all the options. They had so many aces up their sleeve with the gold lead, but suddenly the teleport is recalled. Let's see what happens here. Baron at 5,000.
Klid still has his Flash Smite. Can the trusty Flash Smite come in this time around? Showmaker not going to get there, but the Smite goes over to Canyon. He is able to take it up. Canyon still alive, even in the backside, and Khan in the pit is going to lose his life as well. 2 kills and a nice Smite by Canyon means DAMWON are way back in the game.
Pull off what felt like a win that was not on the cards. Nuclear tries to start sieging. This Baron should have been impossible to be won by DAMWON Gaming with the game state we were in. And now if SKT pulls the trigger at the wrong time, they just lose.
Oh, Teddy nearly chops down, and the ult is going to sail wide, but Teddy has to go back into the base. They're getting so much gold to swing towards DAMWON. That's now 4 turrets compared to the 0 they had before that one. Take a look at Vlad. He's over 3,000 gold ahead of the Scion, as is to be expected. He could just be the one main carry. Faker, though. And now SKT have a problem. How do we face check the Baron? Somebody's got to do it. Maybe it's Mata. Klid is desperately trying to get in there. Looking to get on top of Klid. It looks like he's super squishy. Look at him just disappear on the Gragas like he was never even there. And now immediately it's 4-on-5, and DAMWON might begin that Baron.
They don't need to use the Hemoplague for that one. It's still available for a secondary turn. That's why Showmaker's around the fight. No vision at all here. SKT. Khan tries to walk up, but Baron starts to die.
Showmaker look for that playmaker. Let's see if he can do it as the taunt trying to get on top of Teddy, but no one really helping him out here. The Ezreal comes in, but Showmaker taking a bunch of damage, does have that stopwatch, but is going to go down to Teddy. There's that Hemoplague. Can they kill Nuguri is the question. No is the answer, as he is going to stay alive. SKT not able to stop them. DAMWON get the Baron, get a couple of kills, and now they're going to look to push.
SKT play it about as well as they can, but DAMWON is... That's the only thing separating what it feels like a win and loss. It's a pass-fail on how many people Nuguri hits with the ult, as a Faker just almost dies.
He cleanses too. Just on the backside, just uses it. She wanted to get away from the Ezreal, but that was just a couple of buttons pressed by the Ezreal, and the Azir from Faker can do absolutely nothing. That's 2 inhibitors. They're pushing mid too. DAMWON Gaming looking to make a statement here in game number 3. Nuguri in a bit of trouble. They're chasing onto him. Sanguine Pool comes out, and he is just on the run. Spellbinder, and here comes the combo. Wombo combo onto 3, and Vladimir able to get into that back line too. Here comes Nuclear. Wants to join the party, wants to pick up a bunch of kills. That's going to do it, guys. The full-on ace outside of Klid, who walks away with his tail between his legs. DAMWON Gaming are going to the semifinals.
Big victory for DAMWON Gaming, the roster that was called the Scrim Gods. People were ready to write them off after some wayward performances. They drop a single game to KEG, and does that end their tournament? No. They come back against SKT, only drop a single game to them. The reverse sweep means a lot to the players. It may be Kespa Cup, it may not be.
We can make a wildfire get away.